Good evening and welcome to Eagle Eye TV News at 6. I'm Robbie Britton.
And I'm Stephen Dinan. An off-campus shooting was reported on Friday night around 5:30 p.m. According to Auburn police reports, officers were responding to a robbery when Officer Justin Sanders spotted the suspect's vehicle. While conducting a traffic stop, Sanders was shot at by the suspect, who was confirmed today to be 36-year-old Christopher Wallace from Spanish Fort, Alabama.
Auburn University Campus Safety and Security sent out an alert to let students know of the shooting around 7:45 p.m. Shortly after the first alert went out, several other alerts followed. Students were advised to stay away from Wire Road and later received notice that shots had been fired near the university's veterinarian school, which was put on a lockdown as a result. About 2 hours after the first alert, students were notified that Auburn police had deemed the situation all clear.
A second police report released by the Auburn Police Department around 10 p.m. on Friday night stated that Wallace and a female suspect had been located at a relative's residence at the 1000 block of Stonegate Drive in Auburn. The report said in part, while attempting to make a tactical entry into the residence, the suspect shot at the officers, who returned gunfire. Two uninvolved occupants exited the residence uninjured and were detained. After being ordered to exit the apartment, the suspects failed to do so, and tear gas and distraction devices were deployed. However, the suspects refused to exit still, and shortly after, a fire erupted inside the apartment.
The officers continued to work in securing the area, but the suspects never came out of the residence, which completely burned down. They are believed to have died inside the fire. The female suspect was identified today by police, but they are withholding her name until they notify family members of her death. The police report also announced that Officer Sanders is currently in a stable condition at this time.
Tiger Giving Day, Auburn's annual crowdfunding event, is coming up this Thursday, February 21st.
Tiger Giving Day is approaching soon. On February 21st, the 24-hour fundraising event will unite with the Auburn community to support projects throughout campus to help students and faculty have an effect on many initiatives on campus. There are 25 projects to choose from to donate towards. To learn more, visit tigergiving.org on February 21st for live updates. Don't forget to use your hashtag TigerGivingDay.
Tiger Giving Day gives Auburn family members the opportunity to give back to the university through various projects. Donors are encouraged to go to www.tigergiving.org to learn more.
Campus parking, an ongoing issue for campus for Auburn students and faculty, was addressed in length during the Board of Trustees meeting on February 15th. Auburn's president, Stephen Leith, shared with trustees that parking has become, quote, a huge burden on campus.
According to OA News, Chief Financial Officer Kelly Shoemaker set the scene for trustees and stating in part, we have a total enrollment of 30,440 students that come to this campus. 84% of them living off campus, so they need some mode of transportation to the institution. We have 5,100 employees, 49% of which live outside a 5-mile radius of campus. So for those 30,000 students and 5,000 employees, we provide right now an existing infrastructure of 13,000 parking spots.
The board approved projects and are beginning to look for engineers for new campus parking expansions. Some of these plans are expected to be completed before the fall semester.
Another project discussed during Friday's board meeting was the creation of a new academic classroom and laboratory complex, or ACLC. This project, which will begin construction this spring, includes 151,000 square foot academic classroom and laboratory complex, as well as a 48,000 square foot central dining hall.
The new buildings in this project will be built where Parker Hall and Allison Laboratory are currently on campus. According to Auburn's website, Bill Hargrave, Provost and Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs, stated, these new buildings reflect Auburn's strategic investment in elevating our teaching and learning by creating facilities that promote academic success and foster student engagement.
Construction of the ACLC is set to be completed by the summer of 2021, while construction of the dining complex is projected to be complete by the fall of 2020. After the break, a look into last weekend's gymnastics and softball games.
You're watching Eagle Eye TV, Auburn's news leader.
Mm-hmm.
things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Green hat, red hat, oops. Red shirt, blue shirt, yellow shirt, oops. Yellow pants, red pants, green pants, oops.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl.
Miss Auburn University, Lauren Bradford, spent last weekend spreading her platform throughout Auburn campus. Bradford's platform encourages students and Auburn University community members to unplug from their electronics.
Okay, so my platform itself is called the Digital Diet Plan, and it's about just how to find and maintain technological balance, because so often, everywhere you look, people are hooked on their phones. Everywhere you go, on the concourse you look, and people are just walking glued to their screens. And it's not just on a college campus, it's every age group. And so that's what the platform is called, is the Digital Diet Plan.
The platform hopes to improve the mental and physical health of Auburn students and community members.
The Auburn University softball team hosted the Plainsman Invitational at Jane B. Moore Field last weekend. The 20th ranked team finished with 3 wins and 1 loss after their Saturday and Sunday matchups. Auburn's team hit a tough start on Saturday, losing to Drake in their first game of the weekend. The Tigers came back, however, to win their next 3 games against Texas Tech, Furman, and UAB. The Tigers are headed into another action-packed weekend with 5 games on schedule, beginning with the Friday night game against Villanova.
Auburn's gymnastics team also had an action-packed weekend with a record-breaking meet against the Arkansas Razorbacks on Friday.
The number 11 Auburn Tigers defeated the Arkansas Razorbacks with their highest season score of 197.100. Auburn Gymnastics was all in Friday night and had their most confident meet of the season. It was their 5th SEC win, and they won 4 out of the 5 events tonight. Key team players were Drew Watson, who had the best all-around at 39.625 and a top vault score of 9.950. Darian Goborn had the best floor exercise with a score of 9.925. And Gracie Day led the team in parallel bars at a score of 9.975. Auburn Gymnastics' next stop will be in Denton, Texas to take on Texas Women's University on Sunday, February 24th at 2 p.m. This is Kennedy Gooden reporting live from Eagle Eye TV.
The Tigers look to keep up the good work and will be taking on Texas Women's University Sunday, February 24th at 2 p.m.
Auburn University officials are working on the beginning phases of launching a new rideshare program on Auburn's campus for students, faculty, and staff.
We've been looking at it for several years now, trying to find an alternate way for students to help them get to campus. And certainly University of Alabama just implemented a ride-sharing program. And so we wanted to see what we could do. So it's looking at options between Uber, Lyft, taxi cab service, whatever it may be, but we want to provide that service to our students. Well, that's, RFP actually dictates that, so we won't know till we actually get response back from the RFPs. We did ask for discounts. We asked for flat rates. We just were not sure what we're going to get back and how it was going to work. We anticipated probably going to be more of a discount, and then what we'll do is that we think that whoever gets the bid it's going to be Monday through Friday, 7 to 24 hours a day, as long as the university is open. But then we also want to be for the part of it the Safe Ride Home, which is going to be the Thursday, Friday nights and Saturday nights, running from 10 until at least 3 o'clock in the morning to make sure everybody gets home there safe. And then the last part of it is that if you go out of town on official university business, that you'll be able to get that same discount or flat rate from the provided vendor, no matter where you are, as long as you're on university business. A parking issue. We'll still always have a transportation. What we're trying to do is our increase in enrollment and our increase in our faculty staff. We're just trying to make sure we can provide an alternate way to get here. There's still a lot of things we're going to work out. Certainly whoever the preferred vendor is, that we get to that point, we have to sit down with them and decide where will be the drop-off and pickup points. We know we don't want them in the central campus area because we really don't like students doing drop-off and pickup in the central campus area, but that's going to be a prime area. So there's probably 1 or 2 areas we can identify for an Uber, Lyft, whatever gets the contract, to be able to come down and be able to pick up and drop off.
Officials say that the service is set to be offered during the university's business hours and will potentially include a safe ride home option for late night weekend transport. After the break, a new dating app is hitting the market.
You're watching Eagle Eye TV, Auburn's news leader.
It's my job to pay attention to the game, and I take my job seriously.
While I'm busy watching the game, I need your help keeping an eye on the stands.
If you see something that doesn't look quite right, tell a law enforcement official.
We all play an important role in protecting our communities, and you can help.
If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities.
Green hat, red hat, oops. Red shirt, blue shirt, yellow shirt, oops. Yellow pants, red pants, green pants, oops.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl.
A new dating app might be hitting the market, but it is not what you might think. According to Reuters, a Tinder-inspired app for cows has been created in England to help farmers find matches for their cattle.
The app, called Tutter, allows farmers to swipe right on cattle they think would make a good match for their livestock. The app launched on Valentine's Day. That's all we have for you tonight. Check out our website, eagleeyeauburn.com, for all the latest Auburn headlines. We hope to see you next Monday. I'm Stephen Dinan.
And I'm Robbie Britton. Thank you for joining us, and War Eagle.
This is what